I'm going to start by saying that the future belongs to data-driven organizations. Yeah. And now one may ask, Raji, what does that mean? Every company has data, whether that company runs on SAP or it runs on Tally. So every company is that way data-driven. So I beg to differ on that, because every company has data, but every company is not data-driven. And why I say so, because even if you have SAP, the problem is currently that information which is in the different modules of SAP, it may be getting used by those respective departments for their benefit. So that information currently is getting used in silos. And that is why most of the organizations, irrespective of whether they are on ERP or on standalone accounting systems, they all cannot call themselves as a data-driven organization. Data-driven organizations are purely the ones who are taking step back and saying, irrespective of the data lying in the P2P module or the FICO module or the inventory module, it is our data and not the functional data. And how we can use the company-wide data to strategically move ahead as compared to our competitors. So when companies take this decision, then they become data-driven organization. And beautiful examples which we have are in the names of these Ubers of the world, Olas of the world, the Amazons and the Flipkarts of the world. Now, for example, Tata has, Tata Neu, through Tata Neu, they have come into this journey. So, and what you see, if you open the app, what you see is they are trying again to consolidate. Yeah. Whatever their different service offerings were on different platforms, they are bringing it together. Tomorrow, Adani may come in, Reliance anyways is planning to come. So that way, irrespective of the industry from which they belong to, companies have understood that future belongs to having data and understanding the capability of data. And that is what I call as a data-driven organizations. Now, someone may ask, why now? Why we are talking about data-driven organizations now? There are two primary reasons, and there is no rocket science in that. One, obviously COVID, because before COVID, we all were, not all, most of us, we used to go out, do shopping ourselves, right? We never thought that, we can work from home. Some of us were getting maybe the apparels and all those things online. But food, grocery, vegetables, fruits, many of us used to feel, touch it, and then buy it, from the stores. But COVID, made us learn that we can rely on the, these data-driven organizations to service us whatever we want at our convenience. So that is what led to the rise of data-driven organization. Second is self-service is on the rise. Now, what I mean by self-service, if I give Satiji you an option that there are, suppose you want to buy something, yeah. If I give you an option that one website is saying you fill up this form and immediately you will get an option to download that particular file yourself. Another option is where you have to write an email to someone and they have a TAT of 24 hours to revert to you. In current times, my belief is you would prefer option number one, which is self-service. I will fill those 4, 5, 6 columns and there the option of ready to download appears and you're very happy that you have served yourself. And this is what we all are loving these days. We want independence. We want, or I would say self-dependence. And that is why you will see the organizations these days which are growing exponentially. They don't necessarily have to be in the heavy industry. They are the ones who are either bringing convenience to the customers or they are bringing digitalization to the customers. There is nothing else. Everybody, that is why, everybody means every business house, that is why is going into digitization. You take latest examples. Just see the beauty of banks, whether you see ICICI, IDFC, HDFC. There are many banks who have picked up digitalization so beautifully. They do video KYC, they do picture-based KYC, they check your Aadhaar, they do everything very diligently at the convenience of your home and at the convenience of any time you want to do, even at 12 in the midnight. You don't have to worry about that.
Very right,
So,
Rajiv. Even the small finance banks, Ujjivan,
yeah,
Utkarsh and all have done started.
absolutely. And you see similarly, sir, you see the digitalization or even of the credit cards. You see one card, you see Unicard, you see this card, that card. What they are trying to do? They are trying to bring convenience plus digitalization to the customers. And that's what we love. We love convenience. We love self-service. We love self-dependence. And that is why earlier, when the for credit cards, you have to fill a form. Somebody will come to your home. He will look at the size of your home. He will look at the faces of your family members, and then he will say, okay, I'm approving your card application. Yeah. But now nothing of that sort. While sitting in this room itself, I can get all those formalities done. These type of organizations, whatever we do, they are gonna grow exponentially. And that is why you will see the value creation, the growth, what we call as the growth companies. These are the ones which are going to be the growth companies of the future.